All right, boys and girls, let's try that again. Good morning. It is Christopher Rausch, the No Excuses Coach. Look at this, a walk and talk video. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whether you're watching this on live, Facebook Live, or on the replay, or on YouTube. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever the hell you are. Hi, my name's Christopher Rausch. I'm the No Excuses Coach, and it has been a hot minute since I've done a walk and talk. Truth be told, I haven't done one in quite some time, and so I decided yesterday, I saw something come up in my memories that said there was a walk and talk video, and I watched a little bit of it. I didn't know really what I said. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And lo and behold, I got a few people that pinged me and said, hey, thank you for that walk and talk. It really opened my eyes up. Hey, it really helped me. Thank you, keep doing those. And I'm like, I haven't been doing them. So good morning, Ellie, I think that's you. Larry, Darlene, good morning, good morning. I can barely see. Hi, Mr. Christopher, hello. So I have not been doing walk and talks for a couple of reasons. I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to talk about some other stuff here. I've been walking now for 12 minutes, and unfortunately, my back pain, my leg pain, everything is still pretty bad. So what I did was I took quite a bit of time off from walking. I used to walk every day, at least 2 miles, 5 miles a day, no problem. I was never really much of a jogger or a runner, but I used to be able to do that too. So what I did is I decided to take a break from walking. I've walked with my family a little bit, but usually I have to stop and stretch out and complain and stuff like that. So I decided to get on the exercise bike and started doing some workouts, try to strengthen my ligaments, try to strengthen my leg, try to strengthen my back a little bit so that perhaps when I started walking again, it would be a little bit easier. Go ahead. Perhaps if I started walking again, it would be a little bit easier. So, strengthening those other muscles. So, unfortunately, I've been walking for about 12 minutes. And if you see me smile, that's because I'm kind of grimacing. You're probably going to start noticing me wobble a little bit, and I might have to stop. But there's a massive greater importance between me being in pain and the message that I need to get out to you guys. Right? The walk and talks were something I started just because I was walking and I had something to say, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to video it, and if it helps somebody, then great. And then they started to take off, and people really started to look forward to them. And I'm happy to say now that I'm using a selfie stick instead of my arm, which used to get tired. So I hope that's looking good for you guys. Got this cool little video thing going. But when you guys reached out to me yesterday and said, hey, thank you for that video, thinking that I just created it, I just decided, you know what, enough of the excuses. I'm gonna go back to doing my walk and talk videos, and we'll talk about pain. We'll talk about pushing through. We'll talk about everything that I am, which is unstoppable. That's what it's all about. Good morning, Teresa. I think I can see you here. Admittedly, my close-up vision is going, but she says, hey there, looks like a walk and a talk. Yes. Ellie says, I know how that feels. Yes. It sucks. I'm gonna be fucking honest with you. It sucks. I have been invincible, indestructible. I've lifted the front ends of cars off the ground. I've done all sorts of crazy shit, which is probably why my back is halfway jacked up. But it sucks not to be able to do something you used to be able to do quite well. We take walking for granted, right? If you can walk without pain, hey, pat yourself on the back. That's a pretty cool thing. That's a pretty cool feeling. Right now, my back and my butt area feels like a tennis ball is growing. And it's pinching a nerve that's going all the way down to my feet. But I'm here today. Pain is a part of life, ladies and gentlemen, especially as we get older. I had somebody tell me the other day, like, oh, I just want all my pain to go away. And I'm like, well, what are you doing to fix it? We just have to live with pain. Pain is a part of life. And we're taught that pain is sometimes bad. Like, oh, if you're in pain, you need to take it easier. If you're in pain, stop doing it. Oh, darling, if you're in pain, you need to go to the doctor. You need to go do this. 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 How many times are we told what we need to do when we're in pain, right? Good morning. How many times have we been told that what we need to do when we're in pain? And then what do? We rest. And then the other muscles and the other ligaments around where the area is pain gets weak, and then we go to try to do things, and then we're weaker than we were before, and we're more frustrated than before, and then we go to our short-term gratifications because we can't do what we used to be able to do, and then we're frustrated, and the cycle continues until we hit a breaking point, until we hit a point where we're so fucking pissed off that either we want to end our life or we're going to do whatever we absolutely have to do to continue that life. And I have met a lot of people who are in a lot of pain than I am. As a matter of fact, short plug, I'm gonna take a break here for a second. Short plug tonight on my Raw and Unscripted show at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I have just that person. Her name's Nina Torres. She's a friend of mine. She's a dear friend of mine. We've spoken on stages together at youth conferences, and I can't remember exactly what she has, but essentially each part of her body is freezing up, and she has to go have surgeries to immobilize that part of her body. So literally it's almost like, in a way, Lou Gehrig's, like her body is shutting down, but she is so amazing how she keeps going and going and going. And I thought about her, and I was prepping for the show, and I was like, you know what? Nina keeps going. Nina's like, I gotta go have another surgery, but I'll be back. I gotta have another surgery, but I'll be back. That is amazing to me. That is inspiring to me, you know? And she tries to do it without taking pain medicine. I'm not taking pain medicine right now. I take Advil and Tylenol. It's usually about 3 times a day. I take quite a bit of it. So it's pain as a perspective, right? You guys have heard me talk about David Goggins. David Goggins, if you don't know who he is, go look him up. I call it the Goggins principle, because that guy is a brute in what he's done in overcoming pain and overcoming the limitations of his mind, right? You guys hear me talk about you're only limited by the parameters of your own mind. So if you think you can, you think you can't, you will. Pain is something we have to develop a mindset that we have to disassociate from. And this is something that I've had to learn a lot in the last couple of years. I may have shared with you not, but I'm doing what's called breath work now, where you do specific types of breathing to cause yourself to kind of go into, in a way, a catatonic state in a way. It's really crazy. Look it up, breath work. Some of you probably are familiar with it, but I just started doing it with my buddy Scott Goyette. And we're actually in a breathworks class with a friend of ours, Sarah Novak. So we're learning how to breathe in certain ways, because if you look up Wim Hof, the guy that sits in ice buckets, when we do certain types of breathing, we can dramatically reduce our inflammation in our bodies. And let me just tell you, I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on TV anymore. But hey, listen, inflammation is one of the greatest single sources of pain and uncomfortableness in our body. I'm like looking at this wheat field right here, and it reminds me, if you guys have never read the book Wheat Belly, the genetic modification of wheat is absolutely terrifying. What they have done was never looked over by the Agriculture Service. It was never looked over by the Food and Drug Administration, et cetera, but they genetically modified wheat and corn to a point where we don't even know what it is, and it's in everything in our food. So when I stop eating wheat and gluten and sugar and stop drinking alcohol, it's pretty interesting how my body responds and how the pain goes down a little bit. It's not great, but it's a little bit, and every little bit helps. And sometimes we don't see that. We don't see the forest for the trees. We think, oh my God, it's so this and it's so that. But realistically, it's all about the little tiny things that we do. Hydrating. Our body is like 85% water. So if we're not drinking water and our muscle tissues are dehydrated, our brain is dehydrated, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna think stupid. We're gonna act stupid. So it's about hydration. It's about sleep. It's about the proper form when you're walking. It's about everything, that whatever it is that's causing you pain that you need to address. So for me, yeah, do I like wheat? Do I like sugar? Do I like alcohol? Of course I do. Yeah. But at the same time, what's the trade-off? What is the trade-off? Okay, so I drink and I do all that stuff and I kind of get away from the pain a little bit, but then my body's inflamed, then my body's mad, and then I've got 3 or 4 days where I'm in extra pain. It's not worth it. Why not just stay committed to whatever it is that we're doing to achieve the results that we want? I really can't see. Let's see. Mark Gasser's in the house. He says, I can't hurt. What's, yeah, just give up on those things. Yeah, just giving up on those things. Yes, absolutely. We have to take responsibility for our bodies. You know, we kind of put off, oh, I went to the doctor and they couldn't tell me what's wrong. Does your doctor ever ask you, how much water do you drink? Tell me about what kind of foods do you eat, right? No, they sit there and they diagnose you and they send you off to a bunch of tests, and then they come back and they assign you some bottles of pills, and they say, here, we'll treat the symptom. We won't treat the cause, we'll treat the symptom, and you're on your merry way. And oh, and by the way, good morning. And by the way, each one of these pills creates some sort of side effect that you're gonna have to contend with as well. So you might get rid of the pain, but then you're gonna have to deal with your kidneys shutting down or your liver being overtaxed or whatever else might be the side effect of that. So ultimately, it's your responsibility, it's our responsibility to keep going. Otherwise, what do? We curl up and die. We even go to the grave. That's some bullshit right there. That's some bullshit right there. Don't die before you go to the grave. Whatever it is that you could do, whatever opportunities you have, whatever holistic medicine, Eastern medicine, CBD oil, you know, stretching, yoga, whatever it is. Oh, I don't like yoga. You know what I'm so sick of? I'm so sick of people complaining about shit over. And then when I offer them suggestions, they go, oh, that didn't work for me. Oh, I've already tried that. Oh, yeah, I've already done that work. You know, it's an immediate defense mechanism. But then what the fuck are you doing to fix yourself, right? What did you do to get off your ass today? What kind of excuses do you keep telling yourself over and over and over again, hoping for different results? I talk to people every single day who are playing the someday game. Oh, someday when the kids are older, oh, someday when my husband does this, or someday when this happens, or when the weather's better, or when I have this, or when I have that, or da-da-da-da. Someday. You know how many people died yesterday that didn't know they were going to die? A fuck ton. A fuck ton, right? I'm coming to you with a lot of passion, a lot of heat this morning. I'm going to have to go back and read some of these comments. But I just really felt compelled to get off my ass, walk outside, and say, I'm going to go walk whether I'm in pain or not, because I miss you guys. I miss doing these videos. I miss leaving my mark in the world. And I know you guys appreciate these as well. So thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing them. But yeah, it really is. And you know, what's really incredible, and I've done a couple of videos on this, but it's calling me right now to talk about it, is the fact that when we say, I don't feel like it, or I didn't feel like it, right? Oh yeah, did you work out? I say, no, I really didn't feel like it. You know, this was going on or this was going on. Okay. So when was the last time you worked out? Oh, well, it's been this and that and this and that. Yeah, I just didn't feel like it. Oh, I didn't feel like it. You know, who feels like anything? Who feels like getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and going to the gym and working out for an hour to extend your life and to maintain your body in alignment and to have, you know, good physical endurance and good brain cognition? I don't know, a handful of people are sick that like to get up and go do that stuff. I mean, I sometimes like to get up and go do that stuff, but it's a matter of getting out of our own way when we say we don't feel like doing something. I don't feel like it. Well, do you feel like having the results, right? I was talking with somebody the other day, and I said, do you like mountain views? I'm like, oh my God, mountain views are so amazing. And I said, what do you have to do to get on top of that mountain? You have to climb. You have to climb that mountain. Whether it's in a car, whether it's on foot, you have to climb. Any great view in life, whether it's a view from what you've accomplished or it's a view of where you've been, it all took pain. You got dinged up, you got scraped. Look at all the different things you've gone through your life. You know, depending on where you're at in your journey, how many different painful situations you've been in, how many painful decisions you've had to make. And guess what? You're still here. You're still here. You're still going. There's a reason for that. The universe is not done with you. You have to keep going. This is all about being unstoppable. This is about getting out of your own way. When you say you don't feel like it, ask yourself why. Ask yourself, what would be the worst thing that happened if I did it anyway? Ooh, I might feel a touch of self-confidence. I might be excited the fact that I got out of my own bullshit. That's what it's about. That's what I teach you guys, is about self-accountability. What questions can you ask yourself in those moments when you feel like giving up? What questions can you ask yourself in those moments when you feel like going to a short-term gratification or going to something that's going to mask whatever it is that you're not dealing with? If you're in pain, if you're suffering, and you haven't gone to a doctor, you haven't sought to treat that, and you're sitting there in misery, and you're making everybody else miserable around you, you're a dick. I'm just telling you, you're a dick. If you're in misery, and you're not doing something about it, and you're making people around you miserable, you're a dick. I feel like a dick, because I know sometimes I complain around my family, and it bums me out, because I'm like, I'm not a complainer. I normally don't complain. My wife's sending me a text message. That's fun. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you're going to get a gardener. Anyways, now you're going to see, now I can't even really see the thing. So what is it for you? I want you to put in the comments, what is your excuse? What is it that you're avoiding? Because I'm going to go back and I'm going to read these comments. I see some people watching. I thank you so much for being here. It's a beautiful Tuesday. I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope wherever you're at is a beautiful Tuesday. So what is it going to be for you? Here I am walking. I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm pretty surprised. I think my adrenaline's up right now. I've been walking for 25 minutes. I've done a little over a mile and a half. This is actually one of the routes I used to walk, so this is good. This actually feels great. Aside from the fact that it hurts, it feels great to be back outside in the nature. It feels so great to be in front of the camera again, just walking and talking with you guys, vibing. Funny, I've noticed that people were digging this, and now I notice other people are doing walk and talks, which is cool. I mean, I think it's great. because you're not sitting in front of a computer, you're out in nature. For me, I'm just speaking from the heart to you guys. I can't see your comments right now, definitely, because the sun's right in my face. But I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to guide you guys. I'm here to share my experiences, vulnerable, raw, unscripted, unfiltered, whatever method I have to deliver it to you, whether it's on Clubhouse, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on LinkedIn, whether it's on whatever. I get a kick out of inspiring people. I get a kick out of seeing comments come back to me and saying, Chris, that walk and talk yesterday really inspired me to get the fuck out of my own way. Really inspired me to go to my cabinet and throw away all the sugar in my house, because guess what? I'm the one that's buying it. So guess what? If it's not around, I can't eat it. You know, I have that habit. I never liked sugar. I never liked sweet things, but all of a sudden in the last 4 or 5 years, I like candy at night and I hate it. I used to never eat candy. I mean, like on Easter and Halloween, that was it. Now I want cookies and all this other shit. So now I just have to hide it. I have to put it in different places so I don't see it. We have to do those things. But back to my point, we're always gonna have pain in our lives. We're gonna have emotional pain, we're gonna have physical pain, we may even have spiritual pain because we know what journey we're on. And for that, if you're stuck, you have to reach out to somebody, whether it's a dear friend, whether it's a family member, whether it's a therapist, whether it's a coach, whether it's somebody that you don't even know on a Facebook group. Reach out to people and you find your tribe. Whatever you are going through, there are a shit ton of people going through the same thing. And guess what? Some people may have figured a way out. Some people may have figured how to do things differently. I know when I looked at giving up sugar and gluten and all that other stuff, I'm like, God damn, shit's gonna taste terrible. But there are so many recipes out there that make awesome food, like pancakes. My wife, I think she grounded up oat flour and did a couple other things and put some blueberries in there, and boom, it was amazing. It didn't have flour, it didn't have wheat, didn't have gluten, didn't have sugar, and it was still great, and I knew it was healthy for me, so I felt good at what I was putting in my body. And that's another thing. I wasn't very good about that when I was younger. I ate decent, but I didn't really eat vegetables and salads and stuff like that. And now when I look back on my life, I think, man, could I be a little bit better if I had taken better care of my body in that respect? Just thinking, oh, it doesn't matter what I eat as long as what I do. So again, what is that compromise? What are you gonna do to change your situation? It's up to you. It's not up to anybody else. Nobody's gonna walk into your house and save you. It's all about you getting up off your ass. So if you want inspiration on that, tune in tonight, the Raw and Unscripted show, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch it on the replay. But Nina Torres will certainly rock your world in what she goes through every single day and how she keeps going and how she keeps that beautiful smile on her face. So this is Christopher Rausch. I would love for some comments down there. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know of some subjects that you would like me to do more. Whew, yeah. It kind of just tightens up and just like, it feels like somebody's literally pressing their thumb right on a nerve. And that's what it is for me, just in case you're interested. Spinal stenosis I have. So basically it is a calcification of the bone around the nerves. That you have nerves on the inner canal of your spine, and you have nerves that go out of what's called the foraminal side. Morning. So you have nerves that come out of the foraminal side. And so essentially what's happening is I had the 2-level fusion before with 3 rods and 6 screws where they fused that. Unfortunately, the disc above and below got crushed. So there's that. And then the stenosis seems to be continuing. So it's actually closing in on that nerve and it's making it more painful. I have heard and I've read that you can reverse that stenosis. So over the last 1.5 years, I've been doing mind work on reversing that. I've been listening to people and taking different supplements. I'm not sure if it's working. And if I get to a point where I literally can't take any more steps like I did before, then it might be an opportunity to do surgery. But the surgery ramifications this time are a little bit greater if I do more of the fusions and whatnot. So just kind of a little thing there. So I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep having faith. I'm gonna keep taking care of my body. I'm gonna keep stretching. I'm gonna do more. I'm doing the breath work now. So I'm busting my ass to put myself in the best possible situation, because ultimately, and I'll leave you with this, what's your why? What is your why? What gets you out of bed every morning? What's your mission in this world? What is your legacy? What are people gonna say about you when your time is done? Whether it's today, whether it's 2 hours from now, whether it's 10 years from now, 20 years from now, what do you want people to say about your legacy and what you did while you were here? Did you inspire people? Did you push yourself? Did you go and do your best? Your best. I challenge each and every one of you, watching live or on the replay, what is your best? I can tell you this, your best isn't even near what you have done to this date. Trust me. Go watch David Goggins, go do that. There is really, well, I shouldn't say that. Gotta be careful with my words these days. Somebody might watch this video and sue me later on. Christopher told me to do this. Anything I say here is at your discretion to do, right? So I can't wait to go back and read your comments. The pain is kind of getting to me, and actually it makes me hold my breath, so then I get out of breath because I stop breathing. It's kind of this whole thing that I tighten my body up, and as you can tell, I'm kind of on the right side. But I love you guys, I really do. Let me take my glasses off and just have a moment with you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope you have a fantastic day. And if there's anything I could do, please reach out. I'm still doing complimentary coaching sessions. Hit me up. I'll send you my calendar. We'll do a 1-hour strategy call, free. You come to the plate with a big problem you got going on, and you and I will work on that problem until we have a resolution that will get you moving in the right direction. I also have my group coaching program with Scott Goyette launching June 7th. It's a 12-week program. We've done it twice now, and it's been phenomenal in the results that we're getting with our clients. It's a small group, but if you ever like, oh my God, group coaching, talk to me privately about it. It's truly amazing, and I can tell you why, because I understand why people, I don't want to talk about my problems in front of other people, but it's an amazing way to really unify and to find out that we're more the same than we are different, no matter what our backgrounds are, no matter what our histories are, or no matter anything else. We're more the same than we are different. Megan Watson, what's up? Thank you so much. Yes, it's going to be an awesome day. It's going to be an awesome day. I still have a ways to walk back home after this, so I'm going to turn my music on, because for me, music gets me through. I'm going to put on a hard, heavy rock playlist, and I'm going to make it back to the house and get my son up. But you got to push through your stuff, man. You got to push through it. Life is so amazing, and sometimes we take it for granted, and it really upsets me when I hear people talk about committing suicide and ending their life, because think about the kids at, St. Jude's Cancer Hospital and all the kids around the world who are doing everything just to survive and to be able to grow up and be able to play. And yet, as adults, we squander that. And we take it for granted, right? If you're in pain, figure out how to get out. Even if you have to get in a wheelchair. I even joked around that I was going to get one of those knee scooters, like people have knee surgery and they can't walk on their feet. I was going to get one to keep going and literally prop my right leg up and use it as a skateboard and keep going. I'm not even kidding. I've actually looked at getting crutches so that if my leg gets in so much pain that if we're going somewhere, I can use crutches to get around. That is what I'm saying. You have to find your strength. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm going on and on and on. There's 3 people watching because you guys are going, oh my God, really? Is this guy gonna keep going on? So anyways, it's because I'm passionate and I love you, and whoever's supposed to hear this message gets to hear it. I love you guys. Peace out. Thank you for being here. Ellie, have a great evening there. We'll be talking soon. I love you guys. Stay kick-ass, stay classy, and we'll see you tonight on the Raw Unscripted show. Peace. Hey, by the way, go to my profile. You can scroll down, you can find it. Click get reminder. You'll get a notification before we go live, because you do not want to miss any of this. All right, I love you guys. Stay kick-ass, stay unstoppable. Put your comments in here, what walk and talk videos you want me to do. Teresa, thank you so much. I love you. You are amazing. I hope this provided a little bit of inspiration for you as well. I'm going to grit my teeth and make it back home. It's all good. It feels great to be outside. It feels great to be doing this, irrespective. So I feel more alive than I felt in a while. So I love you guys. Stay cool, and we'll talk soon. Bye.